he used to have like a drum set in his car that was like, he's like, I got cymbals here, I've got obviously my bass drums, all my snares are up here, and then I've got like a hi-hat out the window. So like as we're driving, he's just like,
that's so
and
funny.
It was the funniest shit to me.
That's so good.
That's like the image in my head perpetually of him, and that's just that's my friend Alex, and I love him to death.
What a wholesome image.
That felt good.
Welcome. You're welcome.
You.
That's what dad whales say to their child.
Dude, fuck, isn't like a whale's penis like 25 feet long or something?
Massive.
It's just like a huge, just
massive,
a real big hanger, dude.
It's like a redwood tree.
We're just starting off with dicks. All right, sick. All right, well, hey, that kind of puts us on par with what we normally do. So hey, what's up?
Welcome to the quarter century.
Quarter hundred.
I mean, it's not quarter century. Welcome to the.
What's like the?
Welcome to the, not semi-annual, not like quarter, not annual. Welcome to number 25.
Quarter century of. Welcome to episode 25 of the Lunchtime Serenade podcast, everybody.
25.
I'm Brian. This is Nick, and today we're eating motherfucking Arby's.
We have the meats, dude. The beef.
No, we have the meats. You're right.
We have the meats. Dun dun dun. Skrillex made the fucking Arby's jingle. It's sick as fuck, dude.
Wait, did he actually?
It's a song Burial. They just took the instrumental for Burial, and that's what it is. And turn this bitch into a burial.
I never put that together. That's
what it is.
So fucking funny. Holy shit.
So I've never had Arby's in my entire life.
Dude,
I've been like eating the fries, but like never had Arby's.
I just find that so strange. Like Arby's, here's the thing. Arby's is like such a mid-tier fast food restaurant, like in my mind.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Like I'm never like, you know what I could go for? Arby's. That's never a thought that crosses my mind.
Me too. That's probably why I've never had it.
And then it's like when people like are like, dude, we should get Arby's. I'm like, I could eat Arby's. I could eat Arby's.
It's never a thing where you're like, I need it, but if someone else suggests it, I'll be like,
yeah,
all right.
Yeah. It's like the same. It's like the thing where it's like, you know, like, oh, like I'm not a fan of their music, but like if somebody puts it on, I'm not going to be upset. Yeah, like that's the Arby's. That's what Arby's is of fast food.
Arby's is like Smash Mouth.
Yeah. Dude, did you know that Post Malone originally tried out to be a part of From First to Last?
Stop calling me.
Who is calling you?
One of my friends.
Oh. I hate when that happens.
I hate when my friends call me. That's so gross. Get a life, dude. What is this? Fucking 1982?
Dude, don't just like be attached to me. Come on now. Like you're better than that. Be your own person.
He tried out to be from First to Last?
Yeah. He originally, because like Post Malone was like originally like, he's like a punk kid. That's why like he does Nirvana covers all the time.
Yeah.
Like so he originally tried out to be in From First to Last. Sonny Moore ended up being the vocalist for it.
What?
So it's just like funny to me.
That's hilarious.
He Post Malone was almost in a hardcore band, and I find that hilarious.
That's so sick, dude.
And like that's the thing.
I would love to hear like he makes great music,
dude. He does.
But I would love to hear like kind of what MGK is doing right now.
Yeah.
Like if Post Malone just pivoted and did just like a whole straight up just like 2000s emo rock album, that'd be so sick.
Fucking Vic Mensa, rapper from the South Side of Chicago, made an entire punk album.
What?
93 Punks. Check it out. That's like the name. That's like the name of his band. Made a whole punk album, and it's actually really fucking good.
I'm gonna have to try that, dude.
Like 2 of the songs are on my lifting playlist,
really?
Just because like they just go so hard.
Oh, what the fuck?
Because it's like it's Vic Mensa like singing over like punk recordings, but then like he also like brings in like the cadence of his raps and stuff like that because that's what he is as an artist, dude. That guy's so fucking talented, and like
that's sick.
The thing that like blows my mind about Vic Mensa is that like a lot of his songs are like very deep and like very dark. Like he's dealt with like a lot of just shit in his life, and like most of his songs are like either him like talking about it, like either like what he learned about it or like how he fucked it up and was just like, hey man, I'm fucking up a lot of shit.
Yeah, and
it's just cool. Like I love that. I love that he kind of takes that like humanistic approach to it, and it's just like an easy way to kind of get people talking about fucking things up.
I think so.
But yeah, made a fucking punk album.
Dude, I'm gonna listen to it.
Yeah. I think that's like kind of the cool thing is like all of these kind of like pop guys and stuff, and pop guys and girls are like coming into the industry that have like the emo background where they're just like, I was like a huge Fall Out Boy stan or shit like that. And it's just like, fuck yeah, let's see some of that influence. I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
I think the world's ready for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm so stoked.
MGK made the best Blink-182 album like this decade, so.
God, he's so good, dude. He's so good.
It's weird because like I don't want to like him, but I do like it.
I do like it.
And that's
I like
where
him
I'm
a lot.
at. Yeah. Yeah, this is not bad, man. All right.
All right.
First bite.
Number one.
Let's do it. Let's see.
I
already
I got the
smokehouse
smokehouse
bacon.
brisket.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Let's see. Let's see how you feel about it.
So we've got little crispy onions.
I didn't like the sound of that
Yeah.
made. That's
Man,
what good pussy
this Arby's
sounds
got
like.
that whap, dude.
I mean, it is roast beef. It's pretty good, right? It's like
What the fuck?
It's like the most Arby's is the most unassuming. Like you look at it, you think about it, and you're just like, that does not taste good.
You're like, I could make a sandwich at home.
Yep, and it's pretty
That shit fucks, man. I'm not gonna lie. The bun is nice and squishy.
good.
It's got. I mean, I don't know necessarily what this coagulated shit is, but it
Probably just like rendered fat or whatever from the roast
probably
beef.
just rendered fat from the roast beef.
Yeah.
Which again, doesn't sound or look appealing. But then you take a bite.
And also the Jamocha shakes, as you can see, Nick was a fan. They're pretty good. Like that's the thing. Arby's is like the sneak hit of
sneaky.
fast food.
These fries are great.
Yeah, curly fries have always been wonderful.
This is a goddamn medium.
Which is
It's taller than the microphone.
yeah, which is I don't think that's a good thing. But I mean, like in terms of bang for your buck, hell yeah. In terms of killing you
Sugar.
pretty soon, fuck no, I guess. But hey, world's full of give and take, baby. You either die from a fire or you die from drinking too many milkshakes. Pick one. I'd rather take the milkshakes.
We're in the middle of maybe doing both right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
It's
it's
like-
one or the other at this point.
Exactly. Which, as you're all aware, we record on Sundays. But over the last like couple of weeks, we've had the Bobcat fire going and the El Dorado fire, and those have been kind of sweeping into this way. There's a huge one in Santa Clarita, which is about 50 miles north of us,
Yeah.
where we are currently. And like that's been really bad. And like LA is by no means as bad, like right now with fires, as bad as like Seattle or San Francisco. Because like that shit literally looks like a hellscape. It's fucking wild.
Scary.
But like walking out, like I had ash on my car this morning, which like has happened to me before. And like it's just weird. The sun is just like a red circle in the sky.
So weird, dude. It's very like
It's eerie. And it's like you think about it and it's like, you know, in the Midwest we really only had to worry like about tornadoes. And those were so like few and far between. Yeah. Like I would just and you know, you just chill in a basement
go to
at
your
that
basement
point.
and you can play games and shit,
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
like 2 hours later you come up.
We're big
I never had to do that.
Yeah.
I've lived there for 10 years. I never had to do it.
Yeah,
once.
we only did it maybe like 5 or 6 times throughout my childhood. Like that was pretty much it. And it's just like now it's earthquakes, fires, floods, literally
hurricanes.
anything. Yeah, literally everything. Like Southern California is like not a very hospitable place. Like when you think about
really
it.
not.
But
It's expensive. Why the fuck do people live here? Why are so many people? Why is there like 40
that's the
million
thing. It's
people
like people like are always like, I'm gonna move to LA or New York. I'm like, dude, don't move to either of those places unless you have a legitimate reason to.
Yeah.
Like there is no like if I didn't work in the entertainment industry, I absolutely probably would not live
Same.
here. And like I love this city. Like I love living here. I think this place is great. But there's no reason to live here unless you do something here.
Yeah.
There's no reason.
God damn it, dude! I could be mortgaging a house for half of what I'm paying rent right now.
Dude, like 3 of my friends have bought houses in like the last month and I'm just like, all right, that's fine.
It's all right.
My dad likes to point out that like his mortgage was like cheaper than every apartment I've lived in out here, and I'm just like, yeah, Dad, you live in northern Indiana, dude.
I get it.
You
can't walk to shit.
Yes, it took me 45 minutes to get to high school every day,
No.
dude. Jesus,
God, what a trek, dude.
what a time! What a
Ride the
time,
bus.
man.
Did you ever ride the bus?
I did, yeah. Up
We didn't
until
ride the same bus though, huh?
no, because we were in 2 different neighborhoods.
Yeah,
but
that's
like,
true.
I used to, I would drive to school with Alex Hartman. Dude, I love him so much, and
guy.
he lives in Salt Lake City now.
Really?
Yeah, dude, it's literally the perfect place for him. Like,
Hell
he's
yeah.
like an outdoor kid, so he gets to go like mountain biking and like snowboarding and shit, all within like an hour of where he lives. It's super sick.
That's fucking
But-
cool. Salt Lake's a good spot.
Yeah, I haven't been there yet. I'm gonna go visit him sometime soon. Well, you know, when America gets its shit together.
Sometime soon.
Exactly.
Relatively.
Where there's like an asterisk of just
Yeah.
like TBD.
Yeah.
But like, I used to ride to school with him like junior year once like he started driving to school because he used to live literally like a street away from me in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
And he had one mix CD that he like made that was "You Are Not a Robot" by Hoodie Allen. The one that he used with
Marina and the Diamonds.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
That song underneath it, I still love that song to this day.
Dude, Hoodie Allen's
It was like 2 Postal Service songs, 2 Wombat songs, and I still remember he used to have like a drum set in his car that was like, he's like, I got cymbals here, I've got obviously my bass drums, all my snares are up here, and then I've got like a hi-hat out the window. So like as we're driving, he's just like,
that's so
and
funny.
it was the funniest shit to me.
That's so good.
That's like the image in my head perpetually of him, and that's just that's my friend Alex, and I love him to death.
What a wholesome image.
So good. Well, fuck, dude.
Fuck.
LA's on fire. Arby's is pretty good.
Yeah.
What we got today?
Travis Scott partnered with McDonald's.
What a weird partnership.
Like, okay.
You got this. Chew it up.
It doesn't make sense.
That's what we were waiting for. Was it doesn't make sense? We knew that.
I know, but like, McDonald's has not partnered with a celebrity since 1992 when they partnered with Michael Jordan. And they had Michael Jordan lines of like Happy Meal toys and shit like that, and they had like merch and stuff. This is not that. They don't have Happy Meal toys. It's literally just like Travis Scott is selling merch with like McDonald's branding on it. And they're like calling it a partnership. It's called like the Cactus Jack collection or whatever. It's like t-shirts and hoodies, but it's also like, dude, holy shit. It's like jeans and stuff like that for $500. I gotta pull up the collection.
What?
I gotta pull up the collection.
It's just fucking Off-White, but McDonald's.
That's what it is. I'm like, why is McDonald's doing this? Cactus?
See, because I thought it was like just a promotional like meal or something like for like an upcoming album or something. Right. But it also like seemed so like out of left field because like he hasn't really like released a whole lot of music in like the last couple of months. That's the thing. And then he like comes out of nowhere with this, and I'm like, okay, so obviously we're at the beginning.
But who's it good for?
Exactly.
McDonald's. It's McDonald's. Why the fuck? They don't need a celebrity endorsement for people to buy McDonald's. Travis Scott is Travis Scott. He doesn't need a brand telling people to listen to his music.
But literally one of the biggest musical acts like in the entire world.
Right. Let's see the shop.
All right, we're getting there.
I had to enter my email.
Dude, you're gonna get so many fucking emails from this.
Sold out. These shirts were all $50. T-shirts.
Jesus.
Sold out.
Here's the thing though.
Sold out.
I've definitely paid for like an artist's shirt that's like $50 before. But usually it's like a sweater, not a t-shirt.
Right. Dude, they had so much merch. I'm like scrolling.
That's insane, dude. We're on like page 4 and we're like shorts.
Shorts, breakfast boxers.
That's kind of sick though. I'm not gonna lie. Those boxers were kind of tight.
Pants. All-American 92 nylon pants.
What the hell,
see if
dude?
It shows the price.
Here's the kind of cool thing about it though is that like this could almost be a test run for like Travis Scott to like open his own like clothing line. Because like I could see that happening. Like he's at least drummed up and like he knows that people will buy shit because like
that's true.
He's attached to it. So maybe that might be like where he's going with it.
Could be. But why McDonald's?
Yeah, exactly. It's such a weird like.
It's not even like they brought in special like limited time food.
Yeah.
It's like.
Which is what I thought they were doing.
Yeah. It like maybe it would have been cool. Maybe there would have been some novelty, but they literally just like, this is what Travis Scott orders. It's a quarter pounder with bacon and lettuce and fries.
Got to make sure you get like a little bit of green in there.
Yeah.
You know?
Fries with barbecue dipping sauce, which they already had, and a medium Sprite.
Oh, it's literally just a McDonald's order.
It's just a McDonald's order. And that's the thing. You can like go and get the Travis Scott burger, or I can just order a quarter pounder with bacon. Mm-hmm. And fries with
Does it end up being
sauce.
cheaper? That's the thing. Did they mark it up just because like it's Travis Scott's order?
I don't think so.
What the fuck? What?
That's the thing. I don't understand what they're doing.
That's such a weird marketing campaign. Like
what's the point?
I don't know. Because like both, yeah, like you were saying, like both of those things do not need more exposure than they already have.
I know.
Like the only thing that would do is like, realistically, the only person that's going to benefit more out of that is probably Travis Scott.
Oh, absolutely.
Because he gets to sell all this shit.
Yeah.
Obviously, I mean, McDonald's is taking a cut. Sure. And like, you know, maybe it drums up more business for McDonald's, but it's like, Where
Do they
do
need
you
more
go?
business?
Yeah, where do you go when you're already at the top? It's fucking
Right.
McDonald's.
It's McDonald's. It's like the fast food place.
Yeah, that's weird.
What
It's
do
so
they-
weird. But it's like,
You know?
good for him for fucking
I think it's
securing
sick,
another bag.
yeah.
Like, hell yeah, let's
dude.
go Travis
Probably make so
Scott.
much money from that, but like, I don't know. I don't know what either of them are getting out of it, and I truly don't get it.
Yeah,
I don't get the hype.
yeah.
I mean, I guess maybe they saw a small uptick in sales because, like, I'm sure, like, I never go to McDonald's, but I'm like, sure, I'll fucking try it. You know,
Yeah.
I'll try this Travis Scott burger. But like, and I've seen other people like, oh, let's get the Travis Scott burger, posting it on Instagram. But like,
But also too, it's like you're just saying, "Oh, I got the Travis Scott burger." Like you're not getting like a novelty meal. Like
I know
it's not
you're
like
just getting
we,
McDonald's.
Yeah, it's not like we put an egg and Thousand Island dressing on
Yeah.
it. It's like no, you just bought like a smokehouse burger. Like that's
Yeah.
it. Like you just bought like a normal thing.
Yeah.
Like,
So
I don't
again,
know.
I don't really know. I mean, like, can't imagine they're hurting for any kind of anything.
Yeah.
Same with
mean-
Travis Scott.
I think like the only way I could see them like hurting a little bit right now is that people are more prone to like postmating local restaurants.
Sure, yeah.
So they're not
see
like
that.
going for the convenience anymore because
Yeah.
they're like the convenience is already there. I just pay
Right.
the fee.
Right.
So
You
like
can't- that's the thing though. You can't even like Postmates. You have to go in.
yeah,
get
that's
it.
so weird.
So-
And I mean you can't do that in a lot of places.
Right.
So that's strange. That's really weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Doesn't make sense.
Dude, if anybody has any fucking insight into
Please
this,
share because
let us know what you think Travis Scott's fucking doing with this because we have no idea.
don't know.
And also, like, that'd be kind of cool. Like, I just want to know what
Yeah.
other people think is happening because I have genuinely no idea.
They're coming out with spicy nugs. McDonald's is coming out with spicy nugs on the 16th.
I
so
like that
3
you
days.
like just remembered the date.
Well, because like I was like, because I checked out their social media, which is something I've never done. I did, so
Dude,
I guess like good for them.
Maybe that's what they were doing.
Maybe
They're
they're trying to
draw
grow social media
Yeah.
presence, and like half of it was a Travis Scott burger, half of it was like really poorly done corporate memes, and the other was like, we got spicy nugs coming in 3 days, and I was like, okay. Again, though, why? Like Chick-fil-A has spicy nugs. Pretty
Right.
much every fast food place has done a spicy version of their chicken.
Right.
Why is it a
Burger
big
King's
deal
is
now?
better.
Yeah.
So, well, actually, Wendy's is the best.
I
But.
like Wendy's. Wendy's spicy nugs are great.
Dude, my friend Trey. Oh my god! In college, we had a movie theater at the bottom of Chauncey Hill at Purdue.
Mm-hmm.
That was just like a Goodrich theater or whatever.
Yeah.
And loved that place to death because me, Griffin, Trey, usually our friend Brody, would just like go to a movie every now and then.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, they would go way more often than I would, but that's because like Griffin was growing his YouTube channel, doing all that stuff. And what we did like a couple of times is there's a Wendy's right next to it. So we would go to the Wendy's and Trey would order like a full ass meal and he would like eat the burger, but he would have spicy nugs.
Hell yeah.
And one time he was wearing like not like it was like a sweater, but it had breast pockets. And
Sick.
so he's just like, we're gonna do pocket nugs. And I was like, what? And he just started pouring them into the breast pockets. And so like we're sitting in the theater, and I'm just like trying to like keep it cool because he's just like. And he would just like look over to and like keep eating them. I was like, dude, what the fuck? So pocket nugs is just like the
Pocket
thing that I
nugs.
think about now.
That's so funny.
Pocket tots, pocket nugs, you know.
Pocket tots.
Got
Napoleon
all.
Dynamite that shit.
So great.
That's so funny.
God, I love that guy.
I would never want to pour food in my pockets.
No, absolutely
At all.
not. No.
I want to do that.
Yeah, absolutely not. I would die. That would kill me. I have to
lint
wash
on
my
your
hands.
food.
I have to wash my hands when I pet a cat.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, my hands are dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
It's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
So I would not be able to do that. Because then I'm like, all right, well, now I have to go wash this whole shirt because I put nuggets in a pocket.
That's so funny though, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I respect it, even if it's for the bit.
Yeah, dude.
That's hilarious.
You
Pocket
gotta
nugs.
commit.
You gotta commit at that point.
Yeah.
You gotta
You're already
commit.
like too deep into it. And it's
Yeah.
just like, all right, fine,
Yeah.
why not?
That's
Fucking wonderful, dude. What a fucking time to be alive. Dude.
Speaking of entrepreneurship and new ideas, this kid, dude. So
Oh, no.
I don't know what this is. First of all, this guy that there's this guy that I went to high school with, I guess, and middle school. I went to high school with a year of high school with him in New Mexico before I moved, and he is very like He's like one of those like Forex trader guys, and all he posts about is like
He's got like the 6 monitors, and he just like only looks at like this part of it.
He posts about, he's like, yo, I got this team behind me, and he's like, do you guys want to invest $20 today and be making like 4 figures a month, like just off this passive investment? And I'm like,
homie, what? I was like, you were doing high volatility there,
like,
dude. That's not safe.
Yeah, so
I'm not giving you $20.
So he's one of those guys that posts that kind of stuff all the time, and it's just like, it's really entertaining to just kind of see, because he acts like he's like Dan Bilzerian. Like he's like, yo, I got,
dude, for that guy, dude, we could do an entire series on that fucking guy.
Yeah,
but I don't want to touch that.
God damn it, ow. But
we got physical comedy.
So anyways, yeah, he always like flexes, like he'll post stupid shit like, if you're in your late 20s to early 30s and your main social circle is talking about how much they drank last night, this and this and this, and not talking about stock options, market prices, housing, like entrepreneurship, you're running with the wrong crew. And I was like, dude,
or maybe they're not fucking day traders, dude.
I'm like,
maybe
who the
that's
fuck is talking about stocks for fun with their friends?
Absolutely not.
Like maybe like a passive, like, oh dude, Tesla's doing really well, I invested a while ago, and they're like, oh sick, but then like, that's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
Absolutely. That's so weird. That is such a weird stance to have. What a weird fuck to be gatekeeping. Ow, dude.
You better not talk about what you did last night, and you better talk about the Dow Jones, dude.
Dude, that's the thing, is like those dudes are the kind of guys who think that those like 4 index funds determine what the economy is. That's like those kinds of dudes. And that's the funniest shit to me. Here's what you do, guys. Open up a fucking investment account. 90% stocks, 10% bonds. Do that. Just fucking do that. Put it in mutual funds. Let it go forever until you die. That's what happens.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
You do it. I don't want to texting your homies at 2 a.m. Hey, you up? Yeah, what's good? You want to come talk about the NASDAQ?
Dude, you want to come see my fucking like 40-year projection on my retirement fund? No, dude. Nobody wants to fucking see that. Nobody gives a shit about your 401k returns. Dude, Nobody cares.
So anyways,
except your dad.
Yeah, maybe your dad, maybe your parents. Like, oh, good job, honey.
And your financial advisor, if you have one.
That's true, because that's making him money.
Yep.
Or her money. But like, so anyway, so this is the kind of kid that this guy is, right? Nothing against him, whatever. He's a nice guy, but it's just like kind of funny, and it's like a very cookie cutter type of person.
Love it. Does he drive like a 3 Series BMW?
Yes, dude.
Is it white?
Yeah.
We've gotten to that point.
Finance bros, dude. They're all the same.
Literally, anybody who drives a fucking white 3 Series BMW is that guy.
He's that guy.
They're the ones that are just like, I grind 24/7. I was like, okay, cool. Your parents were like rich oil investors.
Yeah.
You own 4 properties. They gave you that car and they pay your fucking like apartment.
Yeah.
All you're doing is just putting money into things and hoping for the best. And you're probably failing quite a bit, dude.
Because they're focused on short-term gains. Like they're just like, holy shit, buy, sell.
They're trying to buy like penny stocks, hoping that like they can dump 10 grand into it. It boosts and then they just pull out. Like that's so, dude, the amount of like scrutiny you have to give to things in order to be trading on like a minute-to-minute standard. Your internet connection, if you're not a direct connected, is going to be too slow to keep up with that. Like there are
it's the most volatile shit ever.
Dude, there was like, I think it was like 2016. I totally hijacked this thing, but in like 2016, was it 2016? Relatively recently, someone can fact check me. There were companies in New York that were like basically paying for better like fiber internet from other people and deliberately like paying to slow down their internet connections so that they could trade faster than other people.
Just snipe
so
them.
Yeah, so they basically got sued for insider trading, not because they knew what was going on, but because they were prohibiting other people from knowing what was going on at the same speed that they were. And it was insane. Like literally it was just like the internet connection. Like they just had a better fiber run. And it's like,
that's nuts.
Dude. And to pay for like a fiber run to go like that far is incredibly expensive.
Super expensive.
Because like to do like single mode transceivers and shit like that, they only have like an effective range of like 5 kilometers.
Sure.
So like at 5 kilometers, you basically have to add in another switch that takes in that connection and then kicks it back out, and then you do another 5 kilometers. And 5 kilometers of fiber cable, like that kind of a gauge, are like tens of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
So like you're paying like $100,000 like at the minimum just to get the fiber run to you.
Yeah.
And it's insane. And like
that's nuts.
That's what people do to get like literal millisecond advantages over other people.
It makes that big of a difference though.
It does. That's the sad part. Because like if you miss like a millisecond of somebody trading, $100,000 worth of volume,
right?
That price will skyrocket.
Yeah.
So if you beat them to it, that price is skyrocketed. They're buying technically at less amounts, and it goes like that. And look at that. We've become the exact same people that we were just shitting on. Okay, so
you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
And in our case, that was 5 minutes.
It took literally 30 seconds, and now we're like...
We're fucking hypocrites.
Oh, shit,
Hey, at least we're not gatekeeping. Except for the fucking 3 Series guy.
That's so funny.
Okay, so 3 Series guy, let's go.
Okay, so 3 Series guy. I'm pretty sure he's like involved in a pyramid scheme. I'm fairly sure. All of his...
Could you imagine a fucking stock trading pyramid scheme?
Dude,
Which I mean is like kind of most of them anyways, but like an MLM that's just for stock trading, that'd be hilarious.
So, I mean, like all of the pictures he posts are like just graphs, bro. They're just graphs.
This dude is the most boring human being.
Here's another one of him just like working on his laptop. They love posting pictures of them working on their laptops in like a really nice spot.
Dude, the thing that I hate about that is just like, dude, you're not working. I guarantee you.
I know.
You're on like fucking Twitter or some shit.
Just like, we just bought a whole complex. I don't know what to believe. Again, I don't know what to believe, like what this kid is actually doing versus what he's not doing.
And that's the problem with social media. You'll never know.
He also posts so many screenshots of people like screenshots of the group chat that he's in that are like people like, yo, I'm up. Like stock wise.
That's so
all of these numbers,
boring.
Bro. This is by far my biggest day trading day by far. I love you, man.
Dude,
Blah, blah.
This is like fucking Wall Street bets. It's just that Reddit.
Yeah.
But just boiled into a person.
Yeah, exactly. So anyways, so this guy, so he posted a video from this kid, like a literal kid, like a 12-year-old kid. He posted a video on his Facebook page. Like he shared a video. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And it's this kid being, I just gotta play it for you, man. I just gotta play it for you.
Okay, this is weird.
Hello, my name is Lunacia Boo. I'm the best digital entrepreneur in the world and the first trader on the planet. I'm so excited that I can talk to you. I'm on a mission to impact, inspire, and motivating kids.
I'm waiting for this kid to sell me knives.
I'm launching my own company soon. I'm launching my YouTube channel soon. I'm launching my LinkedIn account.
I'm launching my LinkedIn. Yo, stay tuned for my LinkedIn, homie. Shit's about to be crazy. Shit's about to pop off.
Why would you
He's 12.
Just like, dude, do it.
Just like make a LinkedIn.
Yeah.
You don't have to. What is there, a waiting list? Like, yo, Patreoners get to see my LinkedIn first before anyone else.
Do you think this 12-year-old knows how to fucking run Patreon?
But also, that's the thing. Isn't the point of LinkedIn that you connect with other peers that are at your level and then they endorse the skills that you have?
Correct.
What skills is gonna... Who's gonna endorse this guy? First of all, like
that's so strange, dude.
What is it?
Like what backing do you have to what you're doing?
That works well with others.
Yeah,
like
literally
his teacher.
For our wonderful audio listeners, the video is literally just a kid doing like a selfie video of him just talking about all of like the shit that he's launching. I'm sure you could hear it, but it's just him like in front of just like a nice house.
I'm sure it's just like his parents' house.
Yeah,
and but it's like the classic, just like, yo guys, like you're not ready for these moves I'm gonna make, like they're gonna be crazy. That's what they just talk about the moves they're gonna make. Hey, make the moves, dude, and then we'll see what you're doing.
Yeah. Just start it, man.
They hype the fuck out of this shit.
It's so annoying. And like that's how they drum up all the following, and then it's like, oh cool, you have like a social media following, but it's like the thing that you're talking about on social media, you don't have like any like real experience with it. Like you're kind of just bullshitting all these like people who followed you because they think that you are like an authority on it.
Well, it's like that joke, that really old joke that's like this businessman, is like trying to I don't remember how it goes, but he's like, he basically goes to like Bill Gates and he's like, hey, will you marry my daughter or something like that? And he's like, why would I marry your daughter? He's like, oh, well, I'm, I'm like, this guy or whatever. And she's like, oh, okay. So then he goes to this other guy. He's like, hey, will you invest in me? Will you give me like $20 million? Why would I give you $20 million? Oh, my daughter's married to Bill Gates. It's just like, and it's just like this thing.
You like lie your way to the
top. Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. So that,
You fail up.
Yeah, you fail up. You fake it until you make it, but you fake it hard as fuck.
Like, dude, there's a level of faking it till you make it that is totally true.
You gotta fake it till you make
Absolutely. Like, you have to kind of go into something being like, I don't know if I can do this now, but I will find out how to do it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the fake it till you make it kind of thing. This is literally like, hey man, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm telling you
what I'm about
to
do. Yeah.
It's
You're
so weird.
I'm gonna do this and this and this. And they never say what they're gonna do though. You realize these are always the people at the beginning of like YouTube ads, just like, yo, like check it out, like do this and this and this, and like, but they never tell. They're like, use this one simple trick to do this, and it's just like,
and the one simple,
and then they talk for 3 hours and wait, they don't tell you the trick.
Yeah, and that like one simple trick is always just like believe in yourself.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
wake up at 6 a.m.
I'm like, that's your
trick?
secret? Is just what my therapist has been telling me for 3 years? What the fuck are you talking about? Like, it's just like, dude, I don't like the shit that they peddle to you is like just the easiest thing.
Yeah.
And like I kind of gotten to the point where like I hate those videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
And like it's, dude, in like photography YouTube, that is like the biggest video everybody makes. They're
Really?
they're like the 6 items you need in your camera bag to be a professional photographer. And it's just like,
Number 1, self-respect.
yeah, and then they're always just like, number 1, got to start with a camera. And I'm like, yeah, dude, you're a fucking photographer. Why
like,
is that?
no shit.
Why is that what you led
What
with?
kind of hack is this?
Yeah, it's like it's so many of those videos because it's just like such an easy grab. Like, is you just sit in front of a camera for 20 minutes,
Rake in the ad revenue, clickbait the fuck out of the title.
Yeah.
Like 6 things every photographer needs to know if you want to make it big. Rake in the fucking AdSense, get millions of clicks.
Yeah.
And it's just like camera, lens, lens cap, SD card.
Yeah.
Like, bitch.
Yep. There's and like there
Tripod.
are some that are actually like I've legitimately bought products because like somebody was just like, oh, and here's like a neat thing I found at like Home Depot that like I use it for this, and I was like, fuck, that's a great idea. And so I did that.
Yeah.
Those videos, sick. If
Yeah.
it's like stuff that people legitimately have no fucking idea about, do it. But if
Right.
you're just gonna sit there and just tell people literally the basic amount of knowledge, dude,
Like, this is how to
what are you
start a
doing?
business. First of all, get capital. Second of all, after you get that capital, invest that shit in research and development. Then get investors, Series A funding. After
Secure
Series
investors.
A funding, Series B funding. Then after Series B, Series C. And it's like,
Do you know how
fucking
much?
yeah.
Do you know how much goes into that first thing that you said that you just did not talk
Yeah.
about? Like, what are you doing? What are you talking about?
Step 1, get capital. And then on to the next. Okay, hold up. I'm on
Whoa,
step
roll
1.
it back.
Roll it
Let's
back.
talk about that real quick. What? It's just insane. Like and like
Yeah.
it's kind of funny too because I think like a lot of it does kind of like hinder on privilege for some people because you know some of these people like their parents bought them like a Sony A7S which is like a $2,500 camera, dude. Like the new one that just came out I think is $3,300. Like some people like their parents are just able to buy that for them and stuff like that. And so like people like got their start in photography. Some people got their start in photography because their parents gave them a shit ton of stuff. And it's like
Same with music, you know? Same with
Yeah.
any creative industry.
Right, absolutely. Like there is a lot of privilege that pays into it for
Yeah.
like the higher up and stuff like that. But there's like a lot of people who literally just fucking grinded. Like
Yeah.
there's a dude.
Ground.
Ground is that the past
No, I
tense?
think it's grinded.
Let's
like,
go with grinded, man. Fucking
God, just ground so hard. No, it doesn't sound right.
I literally only thing I'm envisioning is the sound that a mortar and pestle
Yeah.
makes. That's it. That's all I can hear with that. But like there's one guy who I just like recently found, but he actually just hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Dope.
Dude's name is Volandis. He's a photographer from Detroit. And one of like the big things that he does is he documents the hood. So like he
sick.
goes and like takes photos of like people who live in like very poor areas of Detroit. And it's honestly like his work is some of like the fucking best stuff I've ever
That's
seen.
tight.
Like it's so good. And like he does it with like old shit. Like he bought like a $5 like SpongeBob film camera.
What?
And then bought like, you know, nice like Porta 400 or something
Yeah.
like that, like really nice film. Went out, took a bunch of photos, and he was like, and they were fucking phenomenal, dude.
That's cool.
Like he's just so fucking talented, and it's like, I'm like this dude, like from his like upbringing and stuff like that. Like he did not have that. Like he's like ground from the beginning. We're just gonna use these in fucking.
It's definitely grinded. I
It's
think ground
grinded.
is an adjective. I'm pretty
It's
sure.
fine.
Ground coffee.
But like, that's the thing is like,
ground.
you know, like there's certain elements of privilege that weigh into these things, and I think that some people don't take that into consideration
Yeah.
with a lot of it.
Yeah.
And so like that's why a lot of those videos do well, because these people are just like, oh, I just got to do this, and they're just like, buy a $2,500 camera. Like, no,
Yeah.
dude, don't fucking do that.
Yeah.
Don't listen to some of these people. Like they're just They're just trying to get ad revenue, man, and it's frustrating.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, with any creative outlet, it's like you can, if you have the talent and the work ethic and shit like that, you can make a professional quality, deliverable with very basic tools.
Yes.
People are like, what do you use in your studio? What do you need in your studio for music? Like, yeah, you could have like fucking analog racks and like, soundboards. You could have Dead Mopso studio. Yeah. Or you could have a fucking Lenovo laptop, like for $200 and make a banger. Like,
like that's the thing that's like wild to me is that like, dude, if you're talented and have put in the work to do something, you don't need a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
You can literally get by with the most basic of stuff and still do it incredibly well. Yeah. And that's the thing 100%. That's the thing that like sets those people apart because like there are some people who are gearheads where like they buy stuff because they are interested in the gear. Right. I get that. That's totally cool. That's a totally valid subgenre of the people who do these things.
100%.
But if you're just like, oh, I need to buy, this fucking Moog keyboard or this like Prophet synth or something like that because like, oh, this person uses it. Dude, those synths are thousands of dollars.
They're so expensive.
They're so expensive.
And what are you going to do with them? Like,
and it's just like, okay, cool. Now you have the same thing that this other person does, but it's like, that's not going to make you make the same music they do. Like, there's like that disconnect that people think that, oh, we have to buy this shit because this person told us to it. You don't. Absolutely do not. Go buy a fucking Rebel T3i from like 2010.
Hell yeah.
Get like a 35 to 50 lens. I think that's one of their like kit ones. You'll go make shit that people will look up to. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Fuck around with it.
Welcome to the entrepreneurship hour, dude.
I love this shit. But that's the thing is like I'm like kind of tired of people being like, oh, I need to invest all of this money because that's what's gonna make me famous and shit like that. It's like it's not, dude. Like that's not like your gear, your fucking graphics, like that stuff's not going to get you like jobs. It might get you like eye attention. Might get you attention.
Might look good,
but it's not going to like further you really. Like you have to have the thing to back it up. Like those things are just tools. So I don't know, man. That's just something I'm passionate about.
Hard fact. And so circling back, my man's Olumide Abu, right?
Right.
He's got
which honestly is like the sickest name I've ever heard. That's so sick.
A tight name. He's a child though, so like, all right, I found his Facebook page. He's like he has a Facebook page. He's an entrepreneur.
Sick.
I'm an 11-year-old. I'm on a journey to create a movement of kids. Remember, guys, I'm the best digital entrepreneur in the world.
Are you?
And the youngest creator on the planet.
Like he can't even say half the words that he's like Forex trading entrepreneurship. He has it from.
He very well could be, but oh god,
bless you.
Oh no.
Bless you.
Fuck. Oh shit.
Bless you again.
Help. Oh god. It's fucking gone. I hate this shit so much. My life is filled with pain.
Look at the light.
I just tried to do that and it didn't work.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Sorry,
but dude,
man.
Here's the thing that kills me about this is that like this kid genuinely could be all those things.
And he
but
seems
like,
very passionate about it, which I'm not knocking a kid's passion. Like that's dope as fuck.
But like, where's your backing, my guy? You got some stuff to show for it?
It's just like funny. It's just like I get it. Like I get that he's trying to emulate these people that he looks up to, which is cool. Like it's great, and I'm more power to him. And I guarantee if he continues with this mindset, he'll be successful
for sure.
But like. It's the people. So it's not him that I have a problem with. I don't have a problem with him. But it's just like the people that like feed into like this mentality where it's just like, listen to me, you have to do this, you have to do this, and then this kid like is just emulating that,
right.
But he doesn't really know what it means, or maybe he does, but he doesn't have like the substance that these guys have. Like he doesn't have. He's a child. He doesn't have money.
Right.
I didn't have fucking money when I was 11 years old. I had an allowance, maybe.
Yeah.
$10.
Like $20 a month.
Like, so.
I'd mow my dad's lawn and he'd give me like $20.
So like, it's cool. A cool idea. But like, it's just like, I don't know. These people are like feeding these like false senses of like, this is what you need to do. This is what you have, in order to be like this, you have to do this. And
it's all about just like, yelling and kind of like throwing as much stuff out as possible, and that's like kind of where YouTube culture has come to now.
That's
it's
what
just
YouTube
like
is, man.
You just got to be loud, flashy, and fast, and that's it.
Graphics that have nothing to do with
like you have to have
like that.
You don't need content. You just have to like.
You just need pipes.
Yeah.
Straight up, just vocal cords.
It's fucking weird.
what the fuck is good, you guys? Like, holy shit. Every YouTube video starts
The
like
one
that.
that gets me every time is Jacksepticeye's.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, that is the worst intro in the fucking
so
world.
good.
It's so hard to like hear it.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, wow, I hated that.
Yeah.
But it's like,
his
it's
accent's
that's
real thick too.
yeah, and that's like the draw for like his audience.
Yeah.
Because like his audience is kids. Like
Yeah.
it makes sense. And like that's why he's playing it up. I get that.
Sure.
But it's like, holy shit, dude. I
Yeah.
like there's no way I could like ever watch more than one of his videos.
No way.
It's
No way.
insane.
Yeah.
But that's like, I mean, that's the thing. Like everybody has their own like, you know, take and their like personal like kind of opinions on those things and how they roll and how they work.
Yeah.
And that's fine. But it's like, hey man, don't like some of the stuff that you're doing is detrimental in some ways.
Yeah.
So it's like maybe everybody needs to calm the fuck down a little bit. Hey guys, listen to me now. I don't know why I did that. That was weird. Anyways, moving on.
Dude, so there's this guy who lives in my neighborhood. And
Like this neighborhood?
like this neighborhood.
Okay.
Well, not like this immediate
But
neighborhood.
like that neighborhood? That neighborhood? Where the fuck
Down
are
the
we?
street.
That way.
Down the street.
That
oh,
way.
wait.
Got it.
Wait. What way are we facing? Down the street, like towards
101's that
Cactus.
way.
Towards Cactus.
Okay, that way.
Yeah, that way.
Got it.
So he, I always see him driving around in his little smart car. It's like an actual smart car, but it's a wrapped smart car, bro. Like wrapped his fucking car, and I was like, wow, like what is
Dude,
this?
rapping's kind of like pricey too.
It is, dude. But so, last night I went on a 3-hour deep dive about this guy, my neighbor that I
This
see.
guy, this one dude that you just happen to live next to.
I went on a deep dive, dude. So his car's wrapped, which is what piqued my interest in the first place. And I was like,
wrapped smart car.
yeah, I was like, all right, this is interesting. It's all branded, and it's all like it's got like a dog on it, and in the back says like www.firstdogfilm.com or firstdogmovie.com or something like that. I was like, okay, this guy's like
Oh no.
made a movie or something like that, whatever. So I go to the website of the movie, the firstdogfilm.com, and so it is a movie. It's a movie that this guy, his dog starred in, and he also directed the movie, right? And it's about a kid who finds a lost dog, and the dog happens to belong to the president of the United States. And
Whoa. You're telling me that the dude, the leader of the free world, his dog went missing.
yes,
And you're telling
no
me
amount of surveillance could find the dog, but this kid found the dog. And he's trying to deliver. So like, I only watched the trailer, but dude, I want to do this probably with you.
you
Like,
want to do
it's
it
like,
as an MS3TK thing?
yes. Fuck. What's that guy that Curtis Connor did videos of? Neil
Breen?
Neil Breen.
I've watched his entire discography. I need you to know that.
It reminds me of that. So like this guy,
Fuck.
he made this film, right? And then like I want to watch it. But basically, yeah, so this kid tries to convince everyone. He's like, this is the president's dog, and his parents are like, what? No, it's not. I don't know how the
He
kid
just
found out
looked
it
at
was.
it and he was just like, you belong to
That's the thing.
He,
I
like,
don't know how he found
salutes
out.
him.
He's like, first dog.
The dog salutes him, keeps walking.
I don't know how he found out it was a president's dog. Didn't tell me in the trailer. But he like tries to, return the dog, but he's like being chased down by Secret Service agents, and I'm like, can't you just give them the dog? Aren't they gonna give it to the president?
What's the significance of the dog to where like you have like an antagonist?
Like,
man,
yeah, you have to deliver
you're
it.
just
Like,
bringing a dog
bring
back.
it back. And then there's this one scene in the trailer where he calls the White House. From a payphone, he's like, hello, and the lady's like, White House, how may I direct your call?
Hey man, I don't think that's how that works.
Hi, you've reached the White House. The White House.
Hello, you've reached 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. How may I direct your call? Can I get the West Wing, please? Redirecting you to the West Wing.
Hi, West Wing.
Hello, West Wing of the White House. What can we do for you today? Can I talk to the president? Yes, right away. Hello, this is the president of the United States. Hey man, I found your dog. I had a dog.
He's just like,
What dog?
What dog?
And he's just like,
Another one.
This one. Sends him a picture, looks at it. Oh no, that dog, like they've like implanted like nuclear codes into its brain, and like they're the only way that they can get it. And he's just like, we need it right now. And then like he figures out that they're just gonna kill the dog, and he's just like, oh my god, and he runs away. This is the plot of the movie
Here's
now.
the thing. I know that you're memeing, but that literally sounds like something that this guy would do, right? So
Dude, let's fucking go.
I looked into it, right? So I'm like, this is so interesting. I looked at all like the the website is just like, it's a very self-congratulatory website. First of all, you can rent the movie on Amazon Prime for 99 cents. So chill out, my guy. And so it's just like it's like pictures of him with Nancy Reagan, and like a picture and a picture of a letter that Nancy Reagan sent him, like a photocopy scan of a letter, and it says his name is Brian. Also, by the way.
With a Y?
With a Y.
Yes, he's wrong.
With a Y. And so it's a photocopy of a letter from Nancy Reagan. It's like, hey, Brian, thanks for sending me a copy of the First Dog film.
Dude, he sent Nancy Reagan a DVD of his movie? Dude, what an insane fucking thing.
Said, I haven't had time to watch it yet, but I'm sure it'll be good. And now she's dead.
You think she ever watched it?
I don't think she fucking watched it.
You think Nancy Reagan at like the end of her life, like the dementia had been setting in, like just like that was her movie?
That was her like last movie.
Dude,
like
that's
First Dog.
So fucking funny. Why?
So
why Nancy Reagan?
That's the thing. I don't know. Like, so there's that, but then I come to find out that all of the music in or not all of it maybe, but there are original songs from Dolly Parton in the movie. So then he's got a picture with Dolly Parton on this website. And I'm like, how?
Just like astral projecting. What the fuck just happened?
So then I'm like, this is insane. So I look up this guy, right? I look his name up on Google. Brian Michael Stoller. And
that name sounds familiar too. That's the weird thing.
He has like 4 films on Amazon. He's worked on apparently so many films like as a director, but they're all like
bad, very
low budget. Like you can tell, like when you see, like it's like those Neil Breen films where it's just like the effects are they're so goofy. They're like Microsoft Paint 3D effects, and it's just like so silly. So the other film was Santa Stole My Dog. It's the same dog. All of the films revolve around a dog. This is his dog.
It's all like promotion for his dog's Instagram account,
right? Like it's something like that, which is so funny. So like Santa Stole My Dog is another film. And he used iMovie to put the trailer together. You can tell because of the like, you know, the little effects are very iMovie effects. Dolly Parton has original music in that one too. And Santa Claus is played by like some famous actor. And I'm like,
I wonder if he just like knows Dolly Parton.
So that's the thing. So then I Googled him even more. He's got like a whole bunch of images on Getty Images, which is like, hey, if you have a picture on Getty Images, you made it. Like straight up. If you can search your name on Getty Images, that's kind of tight. He's got a whole page on Getty Images. And so I look him up. I'm, doing a deep dive. He's worked on a bunch of like very low budget films, but he's directed them and shit like that. But for some reason, every time there's like a celebrity in it. There's just like this one draw. There's this one draw that we watch it for. So like this one film is about this beauty pageant who's on their way somewhere. They're all flying. It's like all the beauty queens, like Miss America, whatever the fuck, all the states. Plane crash lands on a deserted island. And then it turns into some Lord of the Flies type shit. But like they find this secret bunker and there's like a TV with like a magical guru who comes up on it. The guru is played by none other than Michael Jackson.
What?
And then on this guy's page, on his Getty Images page, there's pictures of him at Neverland Ranch, like with Michael Jackson. On his website, he has a tab called Celebrity Corner. I have to pull it up. I have to pull it up.
Dude, here's like the funny thing about that is that this whole thing just sounds like just a joke. Dude.
I know.
Like, how is it serious?
It really does. Okay, Brian Michael Stoller.
Oh my god, dude.
.com. Celebrity Corner. It's all pictures of him. First of all, they look photoshopped. Doesn't that look photoshopped?
Oh, that's fake, dude.
Drew Barrymore.
That's kind of a creepy picture.
Jerry Lewis, Sandra Bullock. These are all photos like...
and they're all just like photos of him just like near the person.
Near them.
Like he didn't necessarily take the photo with them. He's just in the photo with them.
Like this is 100% a fan photo. Like him and hold on.
Yeah, this is like him meeting them at like a convention or some shit.
There's one of him and Nancy Reagan.
Dude, that's fucking weird, man.
And George Clooney. Him and fucking...
This one, he just like ran into him.
He ran into him on the street. This one is a selfie.
Wait. I love how all of them are like at the bottom and shit. And like, just in case you didn't know this was George Clooney, he put it on his face, forehead, dude.
George Clooney.
Like literally, you can't see it. I don't know why I'm doing that. But like all of like who they're with is like underneath on the photo.
I just like to think that George Clooney wears a sign on his forehead that says, "I am George Clooney." Just
so people know. Like, just like, because he doesn't have like a very recognizable face, you know, he's George Clooney. Like, you don't see it very often.
Steve Martin tweeted this picture. He's just like, something about wearing masks out in public hasn't been sitting right with me. And then he's like, and then I realized what it was. Nobody could tell who I was. And then he posted a selfie on Twitter with like, he's wearing a mask and sunglasses and a big ass cardboard sign over his head that says, "I am Steve Martin."
Dude, I love Steve Martin. Good. He is comedy's dad. That's what it is.
Him and Jennifer Aniston. Dude, these look like it looks like he was just at a gala. Yeah. And he saw Jennifer Aniston.
Also, dude, Jennifer Aniston's shoulders are like,
she's got some shoulders on her.
Dude, like she could probably like outdo me in like a lat pull down. 100%. That's for sure.
Here we go. Him with Michael Jackson at Neverland.
That's
him with
so
James
strange.
Earl Jones. But again,
dude,
it looks fake.
That looks like too completely.
It looks like the coloring looks so fake.
That's so weird.
So
also,
I don't know, man.
The one of him with Ben Stiller where he's holding the fucking Filmmaking for Dummies.
He wrote Filmmaking for Dummies.
He didn't.
He wrote Filmmaking for Dummies. Dude, this guy is so interesting. Like, I want to talk to him. And I can. He's my fucking neighbor. The few times I've talked to him, all he talks about is his dog, whose name is Little Bear.
Little Bear. Dude, what happens when the dog dies? Do you think
he's gonna be dedevastated?
Dude, do you think he just gets sucked in and like becomes like a black hole?
He just like implodes. He's just like
he's his own neutron star. Yeah. Like he just destroys the solar system because he just okay. That was gonna go for too long.
Poor guy. I hope his dog doesn't die soon, man, because this guy's obsessed with his dog. But like,
it's all he's got.
But I mean, he's written children's books, which. I don't know if it's a children's book, first of all. Here, hold on.
The whole thing's insane. Because, like, here's the thing, too. Like, the farm that I work at, they've done a lot of, like, kind of shameless self-promotion that way. Mm-hmm. But the thing that they're promoting is kind of, like, this beautiful piece of art that they made that also has, like, a huge, like, ecological meaning. And, like, there's a lot of, like, meaning behind it and stuff like that. And it's also... Dude, it was on the fucking short list for Best Documentary at the Oscars in 2018. Like, I'll just promote that shit. Like, it's huge.
Of course.
And, like that, I look at it and I'm just like, yeah, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Like, do that. Mm-hmm. Absolutely do that. This, I'm just like, what are you doing?
Like, I don't know what his end goal is. What is he promoting? Weird. He's just promoting himself.
Like, is he just...
His about section.
Oh, God.
At the age of 6, he began experimenting with movies, blah, blah, blah. At 19, he moved to Los Angeles.
Oh, my... I fucking hate about sections. That's how you know that somebody has, like, not worked...
It's a long about section.
Okay, first of all, go fuck yourself. But like, if someone starts off where they're just like, at the age of 6, they experimented with their family's like home video camera. Like, okay,
experimented. Like, yeah, bro. So did everyone else.
Yeah, literally everybody did that. Calm down. And then they're just like, and then they developed a passion for cinema at the age of 10. It's just like everyone goes to the movies, dude. Like, I just hate... Dude, tell me like some fucked up shit that you went through or something like that. Or tell me like a cool story about how you got into it or something like that.
Don't tell me about how you watched Spider-Man when you were 10 with your dad. It was the first PG-13 movie he ever let you watch. And then you were like, yeah, fuck yeah.
Could you imagine Spider-Man 2 being somebody's like inciting filmmaking movies? Oh, that'd be so funny, man. So out of all of it.
Oh, God. So like so it goes down... Friendship with Michael Jackson is on his about section, a big old headline. Friendship with Michael Jackson. Brian directed the famous parody of 1980s Pepsi commercial, which spoofs Michael Jackson.
This guy is famous by proxy.
Yeah, 100%. He's just like in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, the parody, he's not famous, but he is friends with famous people, and that's how his career works.
Yeah. The parody caught Michael Jackson's attention, led to a phone in which he phone called Michael Brian, and then the two were friends until Michael Jackson's passing, and then they just like
that's kind of tight.
It's kind of cool.
Like, yeah, like he had a working relationship with Michael fucking Jackson.
Kind of sick.
That's kind of sick. I'll give him that one. That's pretty fucking cool.
But dude's like,
He directed a video for him too. Like, that's pretty sick.
At the age of 15, Little Bear.
At the age of 15?
That dog's old.
Holy God, dude.
That dog's old. He's on his last leg, dude.
Like, holy shit. He probably like controls him. Like as like has like
some Weekend at Bernie's type shit.
Yeah, they made a robot that they put him in. I don't know. It's just gonna turn him into a dreadnought. That was
He
a fucking
produced and
40K joke.
directed The Amazing Wizard of Paws, which again stars Little Bear. Santa Claus Stole Our Dog, which again stars
Why does
Little
everybody
Bear.
want your dog, dude? Why is your dog always missing?
I want to watch this guy's movies, dude. I want to. You can get them all on
Dude, let's
Amazon
do
Prime
it.
for $1.
We're fucking doing it.
We should. Because, like,
That's going on Serenade YouTube channel, baby.
oh my God. I want to do it so bad.
We absolutely
This guy's
have to.
so interesting. Like, what a story past.
And he just lives like over there.
He just lives down the street.
That's
I
so
see him all
weird.
the time. He drives a smart car wrapped with First Dog because that's the latest film that he's made. I don't know what he's been doing for the past 5 years because that's like a 5-year-old film.
You know what's really funny too? Every car that has an Instagram label on it has like a shitty like camouflage wrap or whatever. And then the worst part is when it's like it's like just a fucking Toyota Corolla.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
That's
It's just
my
like not
fucking
even a good car.
It's just a normal ass car, dude. You're a normal guy.
Brian Stoller. What an interesting man.
What a guy.
I'd love to watch his films.
Dude, what we should do, let's watch all of his films, make, like some just like, MS3TK type shit on the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And then get him on the pod.
Honestly, he'd be down, dude.
Dude, let's fucking do
He'd
that.
be so down.
Let's fucking do that.
I want to get Brian on the pod.
Let's go.
Let's
Two
do it.
Brians.
2 Brians on the pod.
2 Brians,
Brian
one
with
Nick.
a Y, Brian with an I, and Nick with 2 I's.
It's an Eiffel Tower of Brian's. All right. That was just, we're just
Oh,
riffing.
yeah, baby. Nick
I've
right in the middle.
always dreamed of it.
Brian Brian on either side, little Nick sandwich. I'm excited.
It's an inverted Oreo. I'm sorry.
Well,
Ooh.
dude, speaking of car wraps, I saw I drove by JoJo Siwa's house the other day.
Okay.
She has a Tesla Model X with her her wrapped in her face, like not subtle
Why?
at all.
Why
no
would you want that?
subtlety. It's terrifying.
Why? Why
She
would you
also
ever
has a
want that?
stage in her backyard.
For
Just
what?
like,
Just cuz?
I don't know. She just has a stage in her backyard, and her her
What a
cars are
weird
parked
human
right
being.
out front. It's not like she's trying to be discreet about it. She's not just like, oh, I don't want people to know I live here. She's got a giant ass stage that protrudes past the fence, and then her Tesla's wrapped in her face, sitting right out front in the driveway.
Dude, here's the thing that blows my mind about like these like YouTube celebrities is that like once you hit like a certain point of celebrity, once you're like famous, most of them try to protect their privacy as much as they can.
For sure.
They move to fucking Calabasas, Santa Clarita, buy like 5 or 6 acres. Like you can't fucking get to their house.
Yeah.
Like that's what like celebrities do.
Yeah.
Like you can't just like see a celebrity unless like you're at like a restaurant or something like that. You know?
Yeah.
So many of these YouTube people are just like, here's my address.
They want people to come.
Like they're just trying to like bask in their fame as much as they can.
Yeah.
And it's the weirdest shit,
So
dude.
weird,
It's
dude.
so self-indulgent and it's just like
so
upsetting.
weird.
And it's like I know that like if I ever got to that point, like obviously I would try to bask in it a little bit. You know,
Sure.
like it's kind of cool. Like when
Yeah.
you like people know you and stuff like that. That's kind of like a cool feeling. But
I
it's
don't want
like,
people to come into my house.
yeah,
though.
like why the fuck would you want that?
That's so weird.
That's like, dude, there's been reports of like trigger warning, but there's been like reports of like, people going to like celebrities' house and like killing themselves in the front yard.
Yeah.
So like that's so fucked. It's like dangerous both to you and the fans. Like that's
is.
super fucked, man.
It is.
And that's just there.
And it's just like out in front, like, hey, guess who lives here? Don't have to guess.
Here's my face.
Here's my face all over my Tesla.
Dude, what the fuck? That's
So goofy.
that's so like dystopian shit.
It really is, man. And she she's like famous. She's like famous.
Yeah.
Every child knows who JoJo
Yeah.
Siwa is. She's had brand deals with fucking Target. She's like, she's so rich. She's like a singer. She's like toured the world. Like,
Yeah.
holy shit. Why would she want people to come to her house?
I don't know, man. It's so weird. Like that modern like internet fame is such like a weird concept to me
Yeah.
because it's like you gave kind of like all of these people who were like usually the like popular kids in high school, but like everybody talked shit about because
Right.
like they were shitty people.
Right.
But you gave them the ability to like be famous now. And like now they are. And it's just like, oh, we have to fucking deal with this now.
Yeah.
And those are the people who are like, constantly trying to like act out for attention. And it's
Yeah.
just like,
We
hey
did
man,
this.
we should probably talk to somebody. The whole thing is just, it's mind blowing to me.
It
It's
is.
weird. And there's like a lot of people who like, are totally fine. They adjusted well. They're doing their fun. They're doing fine
their
or
thing.
whatever. But it's just putting your face on your car.
That's like another, just like that in and of itself is like, that's like having your own picture as your phone background, but like 10 times worse.
Dude, that's so weird. Dude, that's before we end episode 25, I'm gonna wrap this into it because like this kind of a thing is, you know, like I've dealt with like a lot of like internal like jealousy and stuff like that because it's just like, oh, you know, like these people who I look up to are just doing all this shit that I want to do, and it's like part of me is just like, man, it makes me like I wish I was like doing that or something like that. So like that happens a lot, and like recently like I've been like dealing with a bunch of that because I'm also like fucking tired on top of it. So I'm like, I don't have time to like do some of this grinding stuff that I want to do. And so went back, listened to all the music that makes me happy. What's like your go-to album that like makes you happy? Whole album all the way through.
Worlds by Porter
Okay,
Robinson.
see, I knew it was that. Why?
Dude, it's just so good. It's just like, it's this huge change for Porter Robinson. Like he was making like, you know, hard, heavy electronic music. And then it's just like, he just like, because even for him, he was just like, this is what I want to be making. It was like, you could tell it's very genuine. It feels very genuine. It feels very him. It's beautiful. He's a great producer. And it's just like, I don't know. I think it was like at a time in my life too. And I was just like trying to figure out what the fuck I wanted. It was like right after freshman year, beginning of sophomore year of college. I was like, I don't know. I need to figure out what the fuck I want. And it was just like, that was just like, oh.
That was like your moment of clarity.
Yeah.
You were like that.
I was just like, that's cool. I like that. He's like, you know, because I was like, I always knew I wanted to make music, but I was like, this dude is making music that like now he wants to do. It's a complete 180 from what he was doing before, but people are still fucking with him because it's genuine. And I'm like, I like that.
Dude,
so
and
that's
like,
what it is.
People like around the world go back and like talk about Worlds like all the time.
Oh my God, it's incredible.
It like appears in like music threads all the time.
Yeah.
Like people, it's such like a big, it's like, it was like kind of like a cultural awakening for like EDM.
Totally.
Because at that time, like nobody really like had heard that kind of
No,
stuff.
it was all just very like housey, dubsteppy, trappy type shit.
Yeah, and now there's like a whole like subgenre that's just like, oh, Porter's your favorite like artist.
And you can tell.
Yeah, it's
absolutely.
so sick, dude. I love that. What's like what would be like your second after Worlds? Like you finish Worlds, you don't want to listen to a playlist. Like you're still a little like, man, I'm kind of like feeling
American Idiot by Green Day.
Really?
100%.
That's not what I was expecting.
100%.
Why?
Dude. So good. It's such a good fucking album. I love that album.
It really is. That is a fucking cultural like.
Yeah.
That is a time capsule of like a piece of music.
Yeah. American Idiot by Green Day. My mom's friend used to like burn CDs for us, and she burned us that one like along with a bunch of other ones. But she told my mom like, don't let the kids listen to this. It's like a little, you know, it's a little too much for them. And I was like, I don't know, maybe 10 or something like that. And I like stole it. And I was like, Mom, I just want to listen to it. And I started listening to it and I was like, hell yeah, this is sick. And so part of me felt like rebellious because that's just kind of the nature of the music.
Dude, that's
general.
the most punk shit.
Yeah.
It's like, I just want to listen to it,
Mom.
Like,
Mom, just give me this shit. And then like, so like even now, like that fucking Jesus of Suburbia, that like 9-10 minute ballad, so fucking good, dude. And there's like, it's good music. Like it's you know, it's heavy, but it's also like there's some really like soft, like fucking We Are the Waiting. That's a classic.
Yeah. Fucking
like,
Holiday.
They
play that. Like, dude, if you go back and listen to like or like watch any like teen drama like comedy movie from like the early 2000s, Holiday's on that set or soundtrack somewhere.
Like it's
dude, it's just so iconic.
It is.
It's just an iconic record.
That's what it is for me.
Dude,
what is it for you besides you were telling me?
Like my number one go to is Take Off Your Pants and Jacket by Blink-182. I told Nick on the like way here while we were like getting our food and shit. One, I used to be, or I probably still could. I can play that entire album all the way through on bass.
So sick.
It's like, I just know that whole album. That was like the album that got me into Blink-182. My friend Nick had showed it to me back in high school and like freshman year. Honestly, it was probably 8th grade. That got me into them. Like, you know, that was like, they came out of Enema of the State, which was kind of like, hey, they're famous now.
Right.
And like Take Off Your Pants and Jacket was like a continuation of it, but like was like a better put together album than Enema. So it was like, there's just so much with it. Fucking First Date, literally like everybody can sing every single line to that song.
Yeah.
You go to a bar, First Date comes on, everybody's fucking singing it. That's just how it is, man. Like, and like that, at that point in time, like, you know, I was kind of like dealing with a bunch of shit like in my head and everything like that. And like, I was still trying to like figure myself out. And like, that was kind of what got me into punk music, which like, you know, is a huge part of my life right now. Like just as like it is. And like, that was just like, you know, Blink got me into like the rest of the music, as it did with like most people who are in the punk scene and stuff like that. Like Blink is like the turning point of music for a lot of people. And so like that's how it's always been, and that's why they'll always be my favorite band, and that's why that album means a lot to me. And then the second album is also a pop punk band, but it's a band called Neck Deep. It's their second album. Well, it's not really their second album, but like their second full-length album, I guess. Life's Not Out to Get You, because the whole album, like that came when I was literally like in the middle of like a super depressive episode in college. A lot of stuff I don't talk about to this day to most people. Maybe it'll come up on the pod sometime. Don't want to talk about it right now. But that album got me through a whole bunch of shit, and like it's just always had like a great message to it, because like life's not out to get you. That's like the whole point of the album. And like that was like that album catapulted them into like kind of stardom in the scene and stuff like that. Literally Mark Hoppus from Blink-182 produced their like most recent album and stuff like that. And Jeremy McKinnon, who is the singer for A Day to Remember, produced Life's Not Out to Get You. So like on 2 of the songs in it, Jeremy actually has like a little bit of like a vocal line. That's tight. And like it's just kind of cool. Like there's like a mixture of all that stuff. Yeah. And so much of punk is like DIY, and they're like picking people up by their bootstraps, and like a lot of it is like, you know, like Mark specifically from Blink, like, you know, he's pop punk's dad. Yeah. Like everybody 100%. Loves Mark. He's a wonderful human being. Yeah. And like he's now just like, all right, this is the next generation of punks. I gotta help it somehow. That's cool. And he just like does all this shit for it. And that, like, those are the 2 albums that I always go to. So I've just been listening to that a lot, and I've been thinking about it. And I was just like, I know Worlds was one of them. That's a good question. Yeah, I like that. It's like it's like go to, because you know people have playlists and people have like specific songs, but it's like what album? Yeah. Like what like, and it's always like the one album that the person listens through to all the way through. Yeah. And there are album people, there are song people, and there are playlist people. Yeah. And usually those don't mix very well. Right. So
I'm not typically like a listen to a full album through kind of, like I have like maybe like 4 or 5 albums that I've ever like, okay, like I will listen to this all the way through. And I know every song, you know, like most of the time it's like, okay, I'll pick like 3-4 songs off that album. Those will be my favorites, and the others I'll like, I'm just gonna skip it.
Yep. And those are like the 4 that sit in like a perfect block in a playlist somewhere. Yeah. That's how it always is. Yep. Yeah. And that's just that's just like a thing that I always like wonder about people, because it's like it's such like a big thing. Like even if you're not a musician, even if like you don't work in music or like are tangentially related to it, everybody has like those like 1 or 2 albums that are like their go-to. And like 100%. that's kind of the thing, and I want to fucking know what you guys have for it. Let us know your top 2 albums, your go-to things that make you happy, things that like get you out of shit. It's national
what is the word you're looking for?
National. It is National Suicide Prevention Month. Oh shit. So fucking tell us your albums down there that make you feel happy, and I think maybe next week we might go a little deeper into that. We might see.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Hell yeah.
Hey guys, well fuck. Wow, what an episode, dude.
We packed a lot of shit in there.
We packed a lot of shit in there. Fuck.
It was like a lot less of jumping around and us just like doing like a little bit of a bit and then just shitting on something.
I like that. Ugh. You never know what to expect here at the Lunchtime Serenade. But thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate you endlessly.
Absolutely. And, absolutely. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys.
Thanks for hanging out on the episode number 25 of Lunchtime Serenade. Hope you have a great week. Hope you have a great month. Hope you have a great year. Hope you're doing well. And shit.
Dude, fuck, man. We love y'all. Thanks for hanging out with us again, like Nick said, on episode 25 of the Lunchtime Serenade podcast. We'll see you next week. Middle of the day, middle of the week. Peace.